Moving on now. Earlier this week, we told you about a huge chunk of money that Intel is getting from the feds to supercharge the Silicon Forest. They're getting $8.5 billion in grants, along with billions more in loans and tax credits. All of that money is coming from the Federal CHIPS Act that was championed by President Biden and passed by Congress. Intel says the money that they're getting will be part of $100 billion that they'll invest in the across the country over the next 5 years, with more than a third of that, $36 billion, invested in its Hillsboro campus right here in Oregon. Now, the big announcement Wednesday had all kinds of Democrats praising the CHIPS Act and the money it's bringing into our region. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, for example, Washington Senator Maria Cantwell, and the list goes on. But we were surprised to see this tweet from Oregon Republican Congressman Cliff Bentz. He wrote, "The success of Intel is tied to the economic success of our state, and in significant part, Intel's success depends upon semiconductor talent created here in Oregon. For this reason, I am extremely pleased that Intel decided to expand its operation in Hillsboro and applaud Intel and the schools and students it will train and employ as it moves forward with its $36 billion investment in Oregon." Okay, seems like a reasonable thing for an Oregon congressman to say, right? I mean, even though Intel is not in Bentz's district, he's in the 2nd district. Intel is Oregon's largest employer, though, with roughly 23,000 jobs. And, you know, we're not shining a light on this just because Bentz is a Republican and this was passed by a Democratic administration. No, we're doing it because he seems to want to bask in the glow of something that he was against. Yeah, he voted against it. Intel's $36 billion investment in Oregon is bolstered, that's the company's word, by the Federal CHIPS Act money. And don't take my word on his vote. If we head to the clerk's website for the House of Representatives and find the CHIPS Act vote in late July 2022, Congressman Bentz was a no. So it does seem odd that he's now praising Intel for its investment in Oregon since he voted against giving the money to the semiconductor industry. It's not the first time he's praised the industry, though. Here's a Facebook post from 2021. Representative Bentz toured a semiconductor business in Bend and then wrote about China pushing for more semiconductor manufacturing in China. And in his last sentence, he wrote, "I will continue to look into this issue as we consider the economic and military power of China, as well as the importance of semiconductors to Oregon's economy." So, apparently, he does get that they're important in our economy. So important that when it came up for a vote to bring semiconductor manufacturing back to the U.S. in that CHIPS Act, especially here in Oregon, he voted, what was that? Oh, yeah, that's right. He voted no. We emailed the congressman twice asking for a comment on this no vote on the CHIPS Act, and then his statement this week praising Intel. His office sent out 2 unrelated press releases between our requests over a day and a half, but they've not been able to get back to us. How about that?